Let me run this game against Larry real quick, and then I'll put it up as soon as I'm done. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing. Oh, you see how many times I called you? I was cussing you out. Testing, test. What up, man? Can you hear me? Yo. Hey, can you hear me?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 72 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st and 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and he fires one incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and
on 2nd down, Jacobs.
39-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Carr now on first down. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Score, Raiders 7, Saints 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running with Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. To throw is Breeze. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Fielded in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some space here. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Kamara, and he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Brees now to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A good position to be in here, 2nd and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. Bust through the tackle. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
David Onyemata brought him down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They run it again with Kamara. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. At the 45-yard line. Now Brees. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brees. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one good for 21 yards. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Carr again here on second and 10. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Second down and goal. Carr back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Waller! Darren Waller. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
A conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Eric Harris.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Down and 4.
Check.
Brees going to throw. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
At the 31-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 69 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
9 and 8.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Yo, can you hear me?
To the 16 here for first and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
Hey, can you hear me?
Lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Breeze now. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second and 11. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Breeze now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Burton, the fullback, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Testing, can you hear me?
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker, and he's able to get it back here to the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Carrier taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
It's a gain of
the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a 1st down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed the pass as the kicker. But the big thing here is they didn't get enough for the first. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Byron Jones brought him down. A gain of a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
That's what it is.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
The It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. To throw is Breeze. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
Zanzalone on the tackle. A 12-yard gain.
They run forward with Breida. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Kamara, the ball carrier. Jerome Baker in on the tackle.
On 2nd down, Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Tua, a final shot before half. It's complete to Bryant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And throw right side complete to Parker. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
To Devontae Parker.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Dolphin first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Miami.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. On play action, it's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Maaden. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle.
Again, it's Kamara. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Raekwon Davis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 17.
Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
For the point after.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins.
Yo, can you hear me?
First and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
He's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Miami.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. Now Tagovailoa. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down the 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tua sets up to pass it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The second down pass intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it up, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you and I, we just looked at each other and kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.